we will be starting to. We aren't going to have news like we said in the podcast. We will post news on the forums. The podcast is news free, so you don't need to listen about upcoming stuff. Where we will have what I lost my train of thought. Where we will have the forums will have the news. The podcast is a news free podcast, so you get to listen to us without the news, but maybe a general discussion of what we bought recently and before we get on to the main discussions. And next week we are going to be discussing episode 48, episode 48 of Kamen Rider O's, because this week is the start of Kamen Rider Foes. I don't know why I call it Foes. It hasn't got the weird thing. Foes, or Fours, or however you pronounce it. I'm calling it Fours. And we will be discussing a little bit about our thoughts on that after in episode 6. But episode 7, I can't even remember what episode we are up to. But like I've said, this has been Jasmus Rider. And I really will, and I'm hoping you like this little update. Stay tuned for episode 2 of TokuTF's podcast. Remember, I want positive feedbacks, reviews, or I will have to terminate the comments and rating system on the video. So please give me positive feedback. Post on the listener questions, or there will be a new segment of listener feedback. Listener feedback will be a forum only thing where we, the moderators, will look up onto the feedback and we will look at things that you guys, the listeners, will change. But at this time, so stay tuned to TokuTF podcast episode 2. Hopefully it's better than episode 1, because all the seats who took that plunge on the first episode understands that it is a little bit out of the range, and is going to be hopefully better and will have more creatability in future episodes, because I have finally found out a system that will work, and we're going to discuss it a little bit and stuff like that. I'm going to be posting everything, so I keep in contact with some of the main hosts of the podcast. So here we have my laptop. Down there we have my keyboard. Here we have my laptop. I'm going to pan in a little bit. So yeah, at the moment I've got generally YouTube up here. And as you can see, my cursor's just moving around now. So yeah, so how I record my podcast is mainly with this little program here. It's called the i3 Skype recorder. As you can see, it's the only item at the moment highlighted. What this does, let me close down that MSN. Allows me to record a chat or convo on Skype. So at the moment, I'm going to show you how I edit together the audio together for episode 2. Well, no, for episode 3, because I have got the audio for episode 3. So let's bring up Power Director. I use Power Director and some other program for my video editing, but for this we'll be using Power Director, and we're going to be taking a look at the folder called TokuTF Podcasts. And now we need to find which month that was recorded on the 23rd, or let's listen to this little generic brief preview of audio files.
Recording. Hello, welcome to another TokuTF. I'm Jasmus Rider, and this is Armahide.
Hola, peoples.
And Dr. 10, or Torchwood Belfast on YouTube, Robert.
Hello.
Today
we're missing 2 people because they can't make it for some odd
Let me bring up Skype. 'Cause for some reason I haven't got the file that I need. How we do this, we bring up options. No, we bring up the last call. That was recorded on... Well, sorry if this is kind of, I need to remember. Ah, found it. We can listen to the podcast here.
And we're on. Hello, welcome to another episode of TokuTF. The hiatus is over. Hopefully it's going to stop being over and we're going to keep on coming out with some episodes of discussions. Today's main discussion is all about the new Thundercats series. I'm your host, Jasmus Ryder, with a fellow co-host.
Oh, sorry. I'm Hammerhead here. Few of you know me.
Yep. And Timber 360.
Okay, so as I said, our YouTube channel is finally getting videos up, so please check out the introduction. And let's get on with the main discussion of the beginning of this podcast, and that is Thundercats 2011.
Just a quick warning, if anyone listening to this for some reason hasn't seen it yet, this will probably contain lots of spoilers.
Recording. Hello, welcome. And he gets the Kamen Rider Fusos Rider system from his father, so it's probably going back to the older Heisei Riders.
Yeah, so I'm going to be letting you listen to a brief bit of episode 2. Now, this is going to be a long, not well thought out process. I'm going to be changing this music. That's the main downfall, so let's skip the intros. It's a minute long, I think.
They've done. They very much forgot. Anyway, today's topic, let's talk about what newly additions we actually got today in our various collections. Sign off, I got myself Transformers Thrill of the Shields Retgar. Really nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty much, so that was episode 2. You will be getting this up later on. Episode 3 is getting made, and I need to remember, I'm keeping on forgetting when each episode was made, and I'm glad that this gives me months on when they are was recorded, so... Why aren't they popping up now? Right. So, this must be episode... So that's not... So, hang on. Right then, how about we start this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was 23rd. And this was... So that was episode 2. Episode 3 is here, so let's bring that file open. Yeah, so let's work on episode 3. So I'm going to... So while I'm editing this together, and while I haven't edited, I'm going to give you 3 contracts of music. That's the one that I don't like. We've got Blaster. yeah, so if you, that's going to be the new intro now. I'm going to be editing it so it has something extra added into it. And yeah, so yeah, so right, we got the new intro. So let's bring in the new file. Let's bring episode 3's file into here. Let's listen to episode 3.
It's just feel like, like this podcast contains malwave. If you are sensitive, if you have heart problems or your stomach is very sensitive, turn off the podcast now. This is your only warning. If you are not recording that, I will fucking murder you.
It is actually recording, by the way.
Hooray! I don't have to do an extra take.
Right, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of TokuTF. We are missing Eric and Christina this time. Well, Eric decided to go because of time constraints when...
Bastard left before he even said bye, jeez.
And Christina said she had to go home when I was thinking that she could have gone onto a laptop or computer when she was at home.
Which takes her about 3 hours.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh. Hang on.
I resent that statement. She's not going to be on at all.
Hang on. Now, you say you take the bus to your university and you ride by her area of place every morning.
Not every... No. Dude, that'd be a 2-hour trek, because I live like 2 hours away. No, every time I take the bus, then I go through Bradford, and I go like right through, and
much thoughts. Because we as hosts are pretty much reading the paragraph, so we can just skim it.
Yeah, so that's episode. So yeah, I'm just showing you random stuff now on the computer and how we're making the podcast because I'm bringing it video file with a picture. So I'm saying this now. I do not own one of these pictures, and it's the special exclusive TokuTF episode 3's Car Ranger image requested by Malwave. Wrong image. Right image. Ah, crap. Right, the exclusive TokuTF Car Ranger footage for episode 3. As you can see, I kept it with the TokuTF logo here, to cover up the... Well, not really covered up, still has the time constraints. It really does, doesn't it? But anywho, so we have got the Car Ranger image. I do not own this screenshot. I don't know who has it, but I have got... And I just realised we actually have our longest ever episode. So yes. So this is pretty much how I edit my videos. Hopefully you enjoy it. This is episode 3. A lot of ramblings and mistakes that's appearing because of me trying to show you this. And yeah, so this is just a vlog. And like I mentioned at the beginning, a sudden switch around, while of a sudden switch around, I don't know, but it will be edited, this podcast, probably into 2 halves, and probably this segment is going to be uploaded to TokuTF channel, so half of this is going to be TokuTF, half of it's not going to be TokuTF, and yeah. So yeah, so this has been Jasmus Rider, and